The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is. Da, 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 da. What's up, party people? Yeah. Just hit me. What's up, party people? Thanks for joining Mike Robertson Boulevard. I'm very, very, very excited tonight. We got a super duper dope show. Y'all know how I love hip hop, which includes DJing, breaking, graffiti, and what did I miss? And MCing. And we got one of LA's livest DJs in the house tonight coming up later. Also, I got my man A.R. Shaw calling in from the ATL to talk about his inventions of the trap music history. Let's do it. Hey, Poetess, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. What can I talk about right quick, man? What's trending before my man calls in? Donald Trump, finally, after 4 days of an agonizing, slow death, the election was called for Mr. Joe Biden. And then Trump automatically, to be expected, just like I thought he would, came out the box talking about everybody's cheating. Where's all these extra counting? Everybody's cheating. Let's just say everybody is cheating against you, Mr. Trump. Well, you cheated with the Russians to get in the first place, so this is just payback, baby. This is what you asked for, baby. This is how you want it, baby. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and that's what got done unto you. Now, I don't think they really cheated, honestly. He had the nerve to tell fools to stop counting. Look, guys, stop the counting. Stop it. Who the hell could tell motherfuckers to stop counting? Have you ever heard of such a defense? And you got your lawyers to really, with a straight face, put some lawsuits on the books for the states to stop counting so you could win? Who the hell does that? And then everybody says, hey, you know what? It don't matter who's president, man. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Well, since they're all the same, I'd rather it be Mr. Biden over Mr. Trump. Let's go back to the old racism. I don't like the new racism. I like it when they used to walk by me and think about it in their minds. Not say it out loud to me in my face. But that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? I would say this, Mr. Trump, because he seems very lonely. He's got way less little tweets jumping off, way less activity. He's probably saving face right now, very embarrassed, never lost anything to this large scale in front of the world in his life, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. Doesn't know why it didn't work. Listen, Mr. Trump, I can tell you what, I'll be happy to see you go. Give it up to Kamala, even though, you know, I wasn't down with her little policies and all that, but I am happy to see her sister get that nomination and win that appointment. She could say she was the first, and she was nice and diplomatically saying, and she won't be the last. I love it, man. How's everything, Portis?
All I can say is town business.
Town business.
Kamala is from Oakland.
Oaktown? Really?
Yep,
she is
born
from
in
Oakland, huh?
Yep.
Tell folks to stop counting. Look, guys. Hey, you gotta turn that on. Hey, you know what? What's funny is she is from Oakland. What's her name? What? Damn. I try to think of an artist. Oh, blow the whistle.
Too short.
Yeah, blow the whistle.
So much greatness comes out of Oakland. You got to give it up to Sheila E.
Tony, Raphael Sadiq.
No, yeah.
Shit, Pac even did his little time up there. But you got people like Mac Mall and Sibo and goddamn
The Black Panthers.
E40, right? The Black Panthers. Fuck the Warriors.
No, yay Warriors.
Oh man, I'm expecting a call in today.
Yeah,
y'all.
we have him. He's online.
Oh, he's online. Let's do it. Let's run it. I'm excited about this. Me spending some time down in ATL, as you guys all know. I have one of the local homies from ATL named A.R. Shaw, who put together a new book about the history of the trap. A.R. Shaw, you there?
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro? How you doing,
Can you
man?
hear me? Man, everything's good this way. How about yourself?
Everything is great, man. This is I looked at your project, man, and it was pretty impressive, bro. You know, I went to Morehouse and got there back in '86, and so I remember everything from not from the beginning, but from '86 on, the transformation of this thing that's called the trap.
Oh yeah.
Where did it? So what made you get out there, man, and write this book? Why did the
Man,
history
you know the
need to
thing
be?
is this, man.
Why did
It's
the history
like
need to be told?
well, it's like this, man. You know, when something becomes so big that they're doing it overseas and it's international, it's important for Black people to tell their stories. So we got to tell our own stories. We got to control the narrative. We got to make sure the right stories are being told. So you know, man, you being a Morehouse grad and being around in the '80s, you pretty much saw probably the same things that I saw, as far as how the bass music movement kind of sparked this whole thing, and now you see how Atlanta is pretty much the epicenter of Black music. You don't go, you know what I'm saying? Without Atlanta, you don't really have a significant Black music movement in America. So I wanted to be the one to tell this story. I wanted to be the person to actually highlight something that's very significant, not just in Atlanta, but America and around the world.
Well, you know, as it's told, art is a mirror of society and what's really happening out there. And I remember my first time even hearing the word trap, so to speak, in the sense of what you're talking about. I would have to say it came from like Outkast or Goody Mob. Am I missing that? Missing this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So, Goody Mob, Cujo Goody from the Goody Mob was actually the first rapper to actually say the word trap on a record. And he said it, on the song "Thought Process" back in 1994.
See, I know what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah, you got that one.
Okay,
you got that one. So yeah, Cujo Goody was actually the first one to say it on a rap record, '94.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, in Atlanta, it was a slang term that was always used.
Right.
It wasn't really, it was just something that people called, seedy environments. That was what it was called, a trap.
Mm-hmm.
And artists began to put it in their songs, and then eventually it morphed into a music genre, as what we see today.
Man, I know that I used to go to a little herbal spot over there, man, off behind Miss Winters down there in West End. And and they used to serve up the little pink sacks, the pink nickel sacks right up in there, man. It was crazy. Saw my first chopper down there, man, way back in the day. I said, these niggas crazy right here, man. Talk about what made Atlanta traps different from, other traps, so to speak.
Well, no, I think the thing is, man, there's traps around the world. I think there isn't, I think if you go to Chicago, you're going to see a trap. If you go to New York, you're going to see the trap. I think the difference with Atlanta is that they kind of identified this environment within the community and they named it. And then the artists were able to tell the stories And then once the stories got out there, then it becomes something bigger than just something that's a neighborhood thing.
Right.
So I wanted to kind of make sure that we add context to the entire story instead of just putting something out there that glorifies it. I wanted to kind of give like some real context and history behind it.
I think that's important because it does have a negative connotation because, it's like really referencing a lot of illegal activities, so to speak, a lot of street hustling and everything like that. But you really put a very intelligent spin on this, even going deep enough to describe how gentrification has affected it. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man. I think I have a chapter called "Gentrifying the Trap," and it basically shows what's happening in Atlanta. You being in Atlanta around the '80s, you know that those homes in the West End, you could probably get those homes in the West End back in the '80s for like $20,000-$30,000.
20 G's, baby, easy.
Now those same homes, yeah, easily, right? Now those same homes are going for like $300,000-$400,000. And you see an influx of change within the community, and those property taxes are rising, and a lot of those residents aren't able to stay in those homes. And so places that were originally called the trap or whatever, they're changing. It's changing. The whole game is changing now. And you see a lot of people, like a lot of displacement. So my thing is, I wanted to highlight this. If the artists are able to big up their hoods, it's important for them to have some type of stake in it. Are you controlling what's happening? Are you controlling the real estate? Are you making sure that people are able to stay within these communities? Because West End isn't as black as it was when you were at Morehouse.
Oh man, tell me about it. I know.
You can see, yeah, it's a whole change, man. So I wanted to make sure that people really understand the entire nature of what's happening, not just the music, but the community as well.
Now, like I said, we can't talk about it without pointing out, some of the negative connotations, which include illegal activities and stuff like that. And when gentrification comes in, it kind of puts a damper on that type of stuff. I even think about the legalization of marijuana in the country. All them dudes that used to sell nickel sacks and dime sacks, man, they lost their hustle, man. So how does it really affect the work and the game and all that?
Well, I'm not going to say like I don't really like glorify the game in a sense. I kind of paint a picture of what it was, what it should be.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of times you had individuals who were using the drug game for economic enhancement in any type of way. As you know, Georgia suffers from one of the worst educational systems in America.
Right. So
a lot of these guys are coming up. A lot of these guys and women, they're not being educated properly. So when they finish school and when they go or they drop out, they don't really have any skills, and they don't really have anywhere to go to earn money. So then the trap becomes like the only place that they can find employment, unfortunately. And so it becomes a thing where it happens out of necessity, not so much that they're glorifying or they want to be involved in this illegal activity. It's because they've been put on a path where they don't have any options once they reach a certain age.
Right.
And so I wanted to definitely highlight that as well, that for a lot of people, the trap was just a repercussion or a reaction of not having a skill set or receiving a good education.
Right. And your education really is coming from the streets.
Oh, yeah.
In your immediate environment, Yep. You definitely can't play the blame game in that as far as the youngsters growing up in that environment. There's so much to it, politics, folks downtown making decisions maybe that the locals aren't making, things like that are happening, all around. So what's your definition when we talk about the music? What's the distinction of what makes something trap music?
Yeah, I think so. So the crazy thing about trap is that it's a genre that's pretty much been around for 17 years plus. Most music genres, they come, they go. Think about disco. Disco was here for a few years and it faded out.
Mm-hmm.
You think about crunk music. Crunk music was here for a few years. It faded out.
Mm-hmm.
We had snap music. It was here for a few years and it faded out. Trap music has been around for 17 years plus. And the reason why it's been around so long is that other producers have kind of taken what's already been established and they've made it their own. So you can say DJ Toomp, Zaytoven, Shawty Red, they were like some of the first guys who were actually doing what we call trap music. And then years later, you have Metro Boomin and you have 808 Mafia. And they kind of taking the baton and taking it to that next level.
Oh, so, okay. So are you giving the origins to the DJs?
Well, DJ Toomp, who DJ Toomp actually he started with MC Sade.
Oh,
back
okay.
In the 80s.
Well, then damn, there you
DJ
go.
Toomp,
yeah.
So DJ Toomp was actually T.I.'s first producer.
Right.
So Toomp pretty much crafted that whole sound for T.I.'s album Trap Music and I'm Serious. And so that was like the initial wave of trap music. And then like years later you had another level of like producers, 808 Mafia and Metro Boomin. And they're the guys who kind of like taking that sound today and kind of, taking it to that next level. So it's been a genre that's been able to survive because the youngsters coming up have been able to like make it their own and kind of change the sound while also keeping the elements the same.
Dope, man. Dope. The thing about this hip hop thing is the DJ is the most important element, man, really. And we've been talking about that on our shows here that, in the beginning of hip hop, the MC was the weakest link. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was about graffiti, breaking, and DJing. And the MC was just there to help the DJ along. It wasn't until it became for sale and the records started getting made that the rappers started to shine more. So same with trap music, huh? Basically.
Oh yeah, man. The producer, you think about it, man, the producers are the ones who actually, the sound is being co-opted. Like their sound is actually being taken from other places where you see trap music in Africa, you see trap music in China, and you see it in Mexico. Like there's different cultures and countries that are adopting that same sound. And so that's something that we have to always pay attention to as well. Like even now, like trap music is almost pop. Like you got Katy Perry singing over trap beats.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
So it's like the artists, like the rappers are pretty, like the rappers have done a good job, but the production is what I think is like has always stood out.
Always stood out, man. Dang, man. Well, look, bro, I really appreciate you calling in, man. You want to hold the book up and tell the people where they could find it and everything? Oh, we got the picture up right now. So, Trap History.
Okay. So, yeah, Trap History, go to traphistory.com. Of course, it's on the website right now. You can order it, get it today. Independent Black owned, man. It was like I wanted to definitely do this thing and kind of put it out there myself because I didn't really think a publisher could really tell the story or I didn't want anybody to water it down.
Right.
So I made sure that I remained independent. I own this product. And I wanted to make sure that I put it out the way that it's supposed to be put out.
Dope.
So
that cover is sick too, man.
Definitely go to traphistory.com.
I love that artwork. Okay, so tell me the website. Where can they find you, man? Instagram, all that stuff.
Traphistory.com. You can pick up the book. You can follow me on Instagram, ARShaw23. That's ARSHAW 23 on Instagram. And on Twitter, you can follow me, ARShaw, ARSHAW.
Okay. All right, cool, dog. Well, look, man, when I'm in ATL, man, I'm going to look you up, dog, so we can hook up, homie. You know what I mean? And chop it up.
Yeah, man. Holla at me when you back down. I know you be down for homecoming, man. So next homecoming, definitely holla at me.
Oh, man, we don't know if that's 2022 or 2025, man. We don't even know, man.
Let's hope it's soon, man. Let's hope they find something for this thing, man. Let's hope so.
Yeah. All right, dog. Thanks for calling in, bro. I'm
All
gonna
right,
check
man.
with you
Much
later.
respect, bro.
All right, holla.
Peace.
That's dope, man. I love hearing these stories about my Atlanta roots because I saw that shit all transpire, bro. MC Shy D, all that, man. I was there, man, when he was their only artist in the city. Anyway, man, give it up, man, to A.R. Shaw.
Yeah.
Next, coming to the stage, already sitting here on the stage with me, my main man, 50 grand, plus some more, original LA DJ, legend in the game, runner of the scene. We can go on and worldwide. Give it up to Mr. DJ General Lee.
What's up? What's up,
What's
Mike?
up, dog?
What's up, Mike?
How you doing, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I try to put some extras on that introduction, but it don't need no extras because it's real, baby.
That's right.
How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Shoot, back here again.
Yeah, man.
Happy to be here.
You've been doing a lot since the last time I saw you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn, Lee, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud, man. I'm happy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You've been really getting out there and getting busy.
Man, got to.
Got to keep it moving, huh?
Got to. Everything's going virtual, so I got to do everything virtual now.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Since you came, LA Kev came on the show.
Right. Shout out to
Did you
Kev.
check that out?
Oh, you know I did.
Now, you know I had to cross-reference y'all stories and all that, man, and they
Yeah.
pretty much matched up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no doubt.
Everybody was there for the ride, you
Yeah,
know?
Kev, that's my man. You know, him, his family, all that. That's good people, man.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah, and he talked about how he broke to Atlanta, man, and just passed the torch really to you, and you just took it worldwide, basically.
Daddy did. You know, him and his brother, you know, Hal and Kev, they like, you know, just here you go.
Yeah.
Here you got. I'm gonna give you my folks, and Hal gave me his connection. I just worked it from there, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Kimball family just threw their whole connections at me.
Is that what it was?
Basically, we're not doing it anymore. Here, you can take it over from here. We got we, you know. So I appreciate them to the fullest.
Well, you had to be ready to take the baton, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you did the work, and literally, Lee, man, I know I said this last time, but you are one of the best, man.
I appreciate
really
that,
are,
man. Appreciate that. It's
Really
a lot of
are.
hard work. It's a lot of people that other people are involved in it too. You know, that's very important in the whole growth of General Lee. You know, you have, you know, MCG, and then you have, you know, MC Sweat. You know, he was my MC. And then after that, then came Fred Loke. Fred Loke was my MC. You know, Fred Loke, shout out to him, DJ Damu, Stevie G, Rick, KC, Kaniki. We was all just hanging out and, you know, just kind of all talking about just how this whole thing just kind of just blew up right in front of us, and we didn't know what it was going to turn into.
Yeah.
We're just doing it, you know what I mean? Just for the love of it.
Just living it for the
just
love
living
of it.
Just for the love of it.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
You know?
Who would you say, Lee, if you had to do the Mount Rushmore of DJs, man, any ones you can choose in the world, man, who are those ones? 4 people on that mountain, man. Who would you put up there?
For me, they're going to be all West Coast guys.
Okay, tell me who.
You know, my guys, it's going to be Egyptian Lover, Bobcat. Then I got to break it down to some other guys, Michael Mixon Moore, rest in peace to Mike, and Ricky Hilly. I'm going to go with those 4 because all those 4 are the 4 that kind of taught me the way of doing it on 2 different sides. Egyptian Lover and Bobcat, they were everything in the club scene. Not for the actual club scene, but for me growing up as a kid.
Yeah, everything.
Uncle
That
Jim's
club
Army,
scene, right?
it was-
Radio.
Oh man, Egyptian Lover and Bobcat, they just dominated. And then as I got into it, I kind of got it. You know, Michael Mixon Moore. You know, it was like a big brother to us. He just always just kind of carried us, and I just kind of followed him. And then last but not least is Ricky Hilly, the master of just promotion and just, you know, let's do it this way. You know,
Right.
You got this, but there's other ways to make it like this.
Yeah,
You know, let's not go with this little box here.
right,
You know, this box could be really big,
right.
but if you want to stay in this little box,
Mm-hmm.
just DJ. Don't do nothing else, and you just stay in this little box.
Right,
But you can come out and do other things and make your box bigger. So
right. And go worldwide
yeah,
with it.
Yeah, definitely. So
Man, well, one thing that happened out of the last interview is you got a book deal going, huh?
yeah, I got a book deal going. Just still working on it.
Have you
know?
started the writing yet?
Yeah,
Are you
we
still
started the writing on
conceptualizing?
it. Yeah, I was out in Sunnyvale. My cousin Larry Jones out there with him for about a month, just out there grinding, working on it, and still working on it.
Now, what you was grinding for a month? What was the process you was doing? Basically, recording all your stories into
just
like
talking.
just talking all your
to
stories.
somebody
huh?
writing.
Yeah.
Talking to somebody writing.
Wow.
That was basically it.
Now, how deep are you digging in on this?
Deep enough to where it's going to make people want to read it.
Yeah. What does that mean, man?
Hey,
Now, you sticking with the parties and all that, or are you digging into shit jumping off, man, to people you meeting, lady friends, all type of shit like that?
It's a lot of everything. It's one big party.
Yeah, it's one big party.
It's just one big party, and whatever happens in a party is in this book.
It's in the book.
That's it.
It's
one big party. It's just something that just has to be done by me. Because so much that I've seen, and then that whole East Coast, West Coast, we were in it deep.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Loke and I were in that deep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're out in Aruba, and it's all New Yorkers.
Right.
And we're at the peak of that, and we have to adjust to them.
Mm.
So we had to switch all our whole stuff up for them. So I'm in there playing stuff I don't never play. I'm house, go. I don't know what I'm playing.
What do you need?
I don't know what I'm playing. I really didn't. And people were like, what is that? I don't know.
Right.
Somebody sent it to me. They said it's hot.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with them.
Yeah, the people like it.
Yeah, people are going crazy over it, and I don't even know the name of the song.
Wow.
Yeah, but when you have New York, D.C., Chicago in the house, what you going to play?
Look, man, I tell you, man, I know what you're saying because I was in New York. Okay, wait, Biggie passed away in 97. So I was in New York, man, at the end of 97, about 6 months after he died. It was a Vibe seminar out there, man. And I was with a couple LA cats, Montage One, Suave. And man, it was hot, man.
Yeah.
We had to stick together and be ready, man, for whatever was gonna go down, man, because they not playing out there, and it was tension.
Yeah,
it was for real. It was for real. That little West Coast beef thing was for real, man.
For real. Yeah, it was definitely serious.
Yeah, and if you add on the fact that Biggie unfortunately passed away in L.A., you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just added to it, man.
Yeah, that was that whole Biggie thing too is he loved L.A.
Right.
That dude loved L.A. He loved being out here. Mm-hmm. He was getting play out here. Mm-hmm. We were seeing him all over the city from like just a small spot to like he was just as big in L.A. as Pac was at that time. Mm-hmm. Biggie was big. He was. People love Biggie. I gotta give it to him. Yeah. At the
Including
end of the day,
me.
they loved him. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. So, it was unfortunate that we lost two of those guys over that.
Over that bullshit. Now, did you know Pac?
I knew Pac to a certain degree.
Yeah.
When the Death Row thing was really going on, I was more with Suge. Pac was more, kind of away from Suge. He wasn't with the parties and stuff like that. Because by the time Pac got on, Suge was just huge at that time. So he kind of was just grinding, doing his stuff. He wasn't really hanging out that much.
Right.
Like he came to the Century Club one time,
Yeah.
But I did the All Eyes on Me album release party.
Yeah.
Did that. And that was kind of really the only time I really seen him, doing the All Eyes on Me album release party at the airport hangar.
Oh, at the airport hangar. I remember. I couldn't get in there, man.
Yeah.
I tried.
You didn't call me.
I didn't.
Yeah.
There was a lot happening, man.
Take care. Gotta
hey, you know what? It was one of those things where I didn't even really learn about it the way they played it until the day of.
Yeah,
it was like, the shit is cracking tonight.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a trip. Now, another thing, bro. I see that you're also launching, doing lessons. If fools want to learn how to DJ.
Yeah. I started a virtual online class. And I'm just kind of getting in the process of doing it and, just trying doing different things on this virtual thing because this COVID thing is not going away.
Right.
It's not going away. We're going to I think they're going to shut it down again You know, we just got a big alert on the COVID thing. So we're going to be in the house.
Yeah.
So, you know, why not, you know, start a virtual learning class? Right now I have one person right now that I'm teaching right now.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to my man Chris. Shout out to you, bro. We're going to get it right. Yeah. Went out and bought him some stuff and was like, hey, I want you to teach me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just starting from the beginning. What does that button do? What does that button do? How do I set this up? So it's like I have to teach it like it's a class.
So you're teaching the equipment first?
Equipment first. You can't do anything if you don't know how to set it up.
Okay.
And learn what this is. What does that do? What does this do? How do you turn this up? How does this work? If you don't know how to do that, forget learning how to DJ.
Yeah.
You don't even know how to turn it on.
You don't even know how to turn it on. You're going to be humming and shit.
Right.
So then are you getting into, you know, I guess matching songs? And is that like 102?
Well, yeah, you got to pass, you know, it's different course. We're at the beginning stage.
Yeah, the beginning
right now.
stage. Yeah.
You got to pass that first.
Okay.
So his homework assignment was, when I come back out here, you got to know how to do this, that, and this.
Okay.
So once you learn that, then we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's not okay. We're gonna get on here and start cutting and scratching automatically. We're not. No. No. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process, man. You can't
process.
pick up the arrow until you practice on this bow for a while.
Right. So,
Then I give you the arrow, baby.
right. So,
That's dope, man. The thing is, you know, Lee, man, we all got to be thinking differently about this world and where it's going and how we can fit in, get in where we can fit in.
get it where you can get in.
Because shit is getting virtual. A lot of industries, a lot of jobs, a lot of types of hustles that used to exist don't exist anymore, or they're going away. And the people who are smart are going to be able to figure out really how to like jump on this next new wave. You know what I mean? So
Well, the people are on it. I stopped doing it. I thought that at the time, I used to get maybe 30 dings. And a ding is the record companies are hitting your Facebook page, telling you that you are copywriting our stuff.
Oh, okay.
And you can't play it.
Okay.
You're playing it too long. You're recording it. You're going to have it for sale. So they try to ding you. That's why all the DJs get cut off. It's the reason why they get cut off is because, A, they think you're recording it and copyright infringements come involved in it. So they cut them off and you get a notice from the record companies. So it's just one of the things you just have to, you know, we're forced to go back on because there's no work. So you're forced to go back on. You have to make your own adjustments. But they have a couple of new different avenues more than just Facebook. And so I'll be on Play TV.
Play TV. I'm not up on that.
Yeah, it's a new different site. You have to pay for it. And it's not Facebook. It's not Twitter. It's not anything like that. It's something totally different. So just have to get away from something else. And like I say, there's other avenues you have to use. So that's what we have to do.
Okay, Lee, I'm going to ask you a real hard question right here. This is going to be a hard one. Okay? If you had to name it, what's the best party ever?
That I've done?
Yes.
Wow. I've done some really good ones.
Yeah.
Man.
If you had to name it.
It would have to be Aruba.
Aruba?
It has to be Aruba weekend. Palm Springs weekend. Essence Fest. I mean, there's so many. I did LL Cool J's party in New Orleans, and it was literally 3,000 women there and like 100 guys.
Damn.
Literally. Like,
you know what I'm going to tell you right now, Lee, again? I was out there, man. I wasn't at that party.
Man.
I remember when it happened.
Man.
I remember
that's when I knew LL was LL. Ladies Love.
Yeah.
That's when we're at the party and it's just nothing but women. There's no guys there.
Yeah. That's how it was. Like, I was earlier in the day, I was at the W, and LL got on the mic, did a little freestyle. It was just what you said, man. 200 women and about like probably 30 dudes, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I some of those Midsummer Nights, Magic Johnson, Midsummer Nights, Palms Pips Weekend. How can I not put those in it?
Yeah.
Those are, so I mean, it's been, man, Australia, Olympics.
Australia Olympics. Okay, I'm not up
Olympics.
on that. Really? You was down there?
Yeah. I got brought out there for one party. Some guy went to high school with, Dwayne Cross. Say, hey, Lee, I'm going to throw a party in Australia. I want to fly you out. I didn't know where I was going. I knew I was going to Australia, but I didn't know that I left on Tuesday and didn't get there till Saturday. so I learned a lot on that trip.
All types of shit.
Oh, man. I go out there.
Let me get you.
It's the Summer Olympics.
Uh-huh.
So what do you take for the Summer Olympics? Summer clothes.
Right.
But in Australia, it was the winter.
Ooh.
So we get out there, it's 30 degrees.
Ooh.
I got linen shorts. I had to switch everything
Little
up.
Sandals type shit.
All that was a wrap. All that was. I did one party, and I ended up staying for a month.
Really?
I did one party out there, and somebody said, "Hey, we're doing the party. We're doing a party. We're doing a party." And next thing you know, I did maybe 50 parties.
Damn.
Off of that one party.
Damn.
So you never know. You never know who's listening to you when you're playing. Mm-hmm. When you're DJing and it's 5 people in there, you don't know who those 5 people are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you always have to play hard regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I did a party for Yanetta Boone, rest in peace. She came to level 1 time. Her people came to level 1. And they said, hey, we really like what you're doing. We're having a party for Yanetta Boone in Jamaica. I mean, in the Bahamas. Johnny Gill's performing. We was trying to get Biz Markie, but he wanted 20,000. We have 10. Would you take that? I'm on my way.
Yeah, oh boy.
I'm on my way.
10? Oh, well, I guess so.
if he only wants 28, you know what? I'll take the 10.
Yeah, serve me up, baby.
I'll take the 10.
I'll take the 10.
I'll take the 10.
I love it.
So you just never know who's listening when you're playing.
You don't, man. And that transfers to all professions, bro.
Yeah.
Not just DJing.
Yeah.
When you're doing your job, man, you don't know who's in the audience. You don't know who's sampling food at your restaurant.
Right.
You don't know who just pulled their car to your car wash. All these things, man, you got to always be putting your best in this shit, man.
Yeah, sometimes, people come up, man, Lee's an asshole when he's DJing. Yeah, because this is my job.
Yeah.
This is how I don't have time to, it's already so much going on. I want to be out there too.
Right.
I like girls. I want to be out there drinking and partying with them too.
Yeah.
But I'm there to do my job.
Right.
So stay away. You're messing with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're messing with me. I'll see you afterwards.
Right.
How about afterwards? But right now.
And then they don't want nothing. They're trying to tell you what to play, right? Is that what it is? Lee, play this.
It's it's all DJs have it. People just want to be around the DJ for whatever reason. I just want to stand over there. I just want to be over there. Mm-hmm. Here.
Yeah. Have at it.
Yeah. The people that want to be there, they want to be there. The guys that don't want to be there, like me, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to DJ tonight. I want to hang out and party, but it's my job to do. So, you try to make the best out of it without losing pay, because it's easy to lose focus. Next thing you know, songs going off, and you over here talking to them.
Yeah, and then it's too late. Like, oh, hold on. Now you slamming stuff,
man. So, you just have to just stay on your shit. That's all.
Yeah, you gotta stay on your shit, huh? And be ready.
Yeah.
You got a dope shirt.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that shirt, man. Now, the thing that's special about this shirt, Lee, is that on the back, you can hold it up.
All right.
On the back, you literally have all the hottest clubs, man, that LA has seen, man. They're all there, bro.
Well, what it was DJ Damu, my cousin, he came up with the concept.
Oh, Damu's your cousin?
Yeah, he came up with the concept. He did it first. He came up with the concept of it, and he had maybe 6 or 7 clubs on it. And I said, you know what? I got about 30 that
Yeah, you're
did.
missing about 25.
No, but what it was these were the clubs that he DJ'd. And I said, you know what? I DJ'd those same clubs, but they're 21 and over scene. He was doing it for the 18 and over.
Okay.
And I was doing it the actual clubs during this time.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to take that same concept, but I'm going to add in all the clubs that I DJ'd. So I get a lot of people calling me saying, hey, what about this club? What about that club? What about this club? I didn't DJ those clubs.
Oh, okay.
These are the clubs that I DJ'd at on a weekly basis.
Okay.
From 1985 to 2010.
Okay.
So these are the clubs that I DJ'd at on a weekly. Not all of them on a weekly, but I was there a lot of times. Like the Lakewood Hop, for one thing. I DJ'd there a lot. Shout out to Ernest and Marcus, man. They had it cracking out there. And Cannons, these two spots right here, I didn't DJ there on a weekly, but I would go do a lot of spots. You know, Chucky Miller out here at Cannons. So you had these spots. A lot of these spots were spots that I just did, and they're all special to me because these are the clubs that made DJ General Lee.
Man, there's some special ones on this list, and me being who I am, I have been to most of these places.
Right.
You got Osco's on here. Which is like, I first went to Osco's in the daytime on a Sunday.
Right. Now, you know, the funny thing about that too, that was like my beginning of, and I didn't DJ there during the daytime. I used to go like everybody else.
Yeah.
But once I got into the older thing, then that's when I started DJing up there. So I did a bunch of parties up there and stuff like that. But most of the main ones are kind of at the top. The Hollywood Palladium, Paradise 24. Myron's Ballroom is special to us because that was the first time that Derek Pipkin and I, Bentley Evans, Romeo Rich, that was our spot that we came up with.
Man.
And we were in competition with the Palladium doing it against them. And that club was the reason why I ended up at the Palladium.
Man, look, I have got to get Pip up here and also Bentley too. Because these names keep coming up regarding the scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
This LA shit that we do, and I got to get them up here.
Pip,
man.
I talked to him today, and he was like, I'm supposed to call Mike, man. I'm going to get up there. And I talked to Bentley yesterday.
Really?
So these guys are all in. You just have to connect with them.
Yeah.
You know, we're all busy.
I know.
Busy.
See, I was talking to Bentley about like 3 years ago, and we were supposed to do it. But then, you know, he started doing his show. Then he was doing 2 shows.
Right.
And it was just, you know.
Well, it's hard to get in touch with him.
Yeah,
people try to get in touch with me through him. Hey, Lee, I got a script for Bentley. Hey, shit, man.
Right.
That ain't my department. I can't even get him to call me back. So he sure ain't going to call you. So, so you coming at me to get at him. So, this just can't be done.
Yeah, man. But look, we busy people, man, doing big things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You also got you got the Century Club. This shit is world famous, man.
Yeah.
For people out there, you know, these clubs really help people, you know, release steam, meet people, have relationships. It's good lovers of good music and dancing and everything, man. It's like an integral part of our lives out here, man.
Well, this is a part of LA history right here. These clubs right here, when you talk about LA in the 90s, these are the clubs that everybody was talking about. There's not these clubs right here. You know, the Palladium, China Club. China Club knocked out the Palladium.
China Club was hot, man.
China
it was
Club,
smaller too.
China Club held 200 people, and there would be 5,000 people trying to get in.
Man,
a place that held 200 people.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, that came about because of the fallout that I had with Icon. That's the reason why the China Club came available.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Palladium was doing 5,000 people every week. So I went back and started doing stuff with Rich and Bentley and Pip on a Friday. Icon gets mad at me saying, hey, we pay you $1,000 a night. We're going to cut your pay in half. If you're going to do Friday night with your guys.
Oh, because you're not exclusive.
Because you're not exclusive. We pay you $1,000 a night. And I said, you can have this club.
Yeah.
I brought this club to what it is today.
Right.
We're at 5,000 people every Saturday and you're tripping off a club on Friday, y'all can have this.
Right.
So all of a sudden, I get a call from Chucky Miller and Chris Brazil saying, hey, we got the China Club right behind the Palladium. You want to do it? There was no hesitation.
It was right there.
Oh, it was like, let's get them.
It cracked
Let's
so
get 'em.
majorly too, bro.
Let's get them. The crazy part about it is, after that came the Shark, with Icon, came the Shark Club. After the fallout in 91, came the Shark Club, came Roxbury, and Century Club. After the fallout with them. I worked with them
Century
3 more
Club.
clubs after that and did Century Club, Shark Club, and Roxbury.
Now, Century Club lasted a long time, man.
Century Club was a long time.
Like in club years, man, that was a long time because clubs be lasting sometimes 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 6 months.
Paradise lasted the longest. Paradise went, I was in, like I said before, I was in junior college when Paradise started in 84. I didn't DJ at Paradise until 90.
Yeah, and I think I didn't go to Paradise until, well, I probably went maybe 88, 89.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Man, this is incredible, man. The Facade, like I said, Osco's, Mavericks Flash, Carlos and Charlie's. People forget about that. The Atlas Bar, Victoria Station, Tilly's Terrace. I did comedy at Tilly's Terrace. That's Santa Monica Mall, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember Tilly's Terrace was at the top and shit.
Yeah.
Man, Veterans Auditorium, of course. 836 is in the cut over there in
on
Hancock
Highland.
Park,
Yeah,
right?
on Highland.
Yeah. That
Yep.
is in the cut, man. And that's a dope little spot because it's like a box in that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like a box, right?
Yeah.
Right. And that used to be a club called Danceteria.
Oh!
Yeah.
See, look, I remember Danceteria,
Yeah.
but I never knew where it
Yeah.
was.
That's where 836.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Danceteria.
Yep.
Now, did you do World on Wheels ever?
Well, what happened with World on Wheels was we did World
For those
on
listening,
Wheels.
that's our skating rink that's right in the middle of L.A. That
We did World
everybody
on
went to.
Wheels in the 90s on a late night. My man Skillet, Eddie Hinton, Eddie H., Fred, and myself, we would get it after they were closed. So we would open up at literally 1 in the morning on Saturday night, going into Sunday morning, 1 a.m. till 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
I never knew about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was the crowd like? Soul shit?
It was our people,
Really?
late night, until it got to the point to where the skaters took over our night. When we first had it going, everybody would be in brown. Those are the rented skates.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, all the skaters were coming to our skate parties. Like, it was literally like we had to change my whole format of how I played before the skaters came on, because I didn't know, I never was a skate DJ. That was DJ
Yeah.
Bird. That was them. They had it on lock. I was playing like I was playing at the club. So we 100 miles an hour. We're not
Right.
doing no breaks, no nothing. I didn't know
Yeah.
anything
No
about
slow shit.
I didn't
all
know
that,
nothing about that. We're just throwing parties. That's how strong we were.
Right.
That we could throw anything and people would come.
Wow.
You know?
Damn, you said you could throw anything, huh, and
Anything.
people would come.
Right. Anything. So
Wow, man. Okay, let's see what else is on this. Casanovas. I went there. Chicago Bar. I don't remember where that was.
Chicago Bar and Grill was Kenny Martin, Chuck Mathis, Eric Ball, Brett Bartlett. That was them. They
Where was it?
It was on the west side. It was almost in Santa Monica. So it was out that way. And when I talked to Chuck Mathis on the phone, he reminded me about 4 other clubs that we did that I just kind of forgot. I couldn't remember all the clubs, you know. I had to add on a couple more later after. I forgot about Windows that we used to do on the top floor downtown.
Yeah,
You know,
Windows.
you just try to remember as many as you can, but it's hard because, you know, you can't remember them all, and I can't put them all on there. And I'm not going to put a club on there that I didn't work at. You know, people are like Carolina West and the Red Onion. I didn't do those clubs.
Damn.
You know, that
It
was
just
before
seems
my
like you
time.
did everything. to people.
Yeah, before my time. So.
Now, one club that was super hot, especially when it came out, was Glam Slam, which was Prince's club.
It was just Prince's club.
And it was huge.
Yeah.
It wasn't for no suckers thinking I'm going to just throw a party at Prince's club. That sucker was big, and it had 3 rooms, or 4 rooms, really, if you count the little tiny room.
Yeah, well, those were the ones on the side.
Yeah. The ones on
and
the
those
side.
were big.
Yeah, they were.
Those were big.
Yeah, exactly.
333 South Boston was no joke.
And they got reggae in one room. They got, some other shit in another room, old school in this room and all that. What was that like, man?
Now,
that big-ass club owned by Prince.
I threw my 25th birthday. That was we threw a party there, the guys, Union Chain. We threw a party there for my 25th birthday party. I couldn't get in my own birthday party for 45 minutes. It was too crowded.
Dang.
They was like, we know this your party, but we're at capacity. And I'm like, I'm paying you guys.
Yeah.
I can't get in my own party. I had to wait 45 minutes.
For somebody to come out?
So I had to wait till people was leaving till I can get in my own birthday party.
Damn.
I got there at 11:45. I didn't get in till 12:30 to my
That's
own
when your
birthday
shit is
party.
hot. Nigga.
Couldn't get in my own party. But at that time, it was Vertigo.
Oh, it was Vertigo.
It was Vertigo.
That was Vertigo.
Right.
That's
Vertigo
right.
moved to another name, and Prince took it over.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
That is great, man. All these clubs, man, just bring back so many memories, man. So what would you say, what's your measurement of, what are all the elements you must have to have a bomb party? What are the must-haves?
The very best? Women.
Women.
Man, you have no women at the party. There's no party. Period. Period.
Without the ladies,
Without
that's
the
the
ladies,
number one
there's
thing.
no party.
No more important than the music itself.
There's no party without the ladies.
Because you can stand around and clap your hands if it's enough ladies in the house.
Man, shoot, half the time we don't want to dance.
Yeah.
So you have to have it. Then after that, then the next thing after that is just a good vibe. The DJ has to create a vibe for what he's trying to do for the people. What are you trying to do here? Are you playing for you? You playing for him? So, Damu and myself, we always talk about playing for the ladies. You got to play for the ladies. Mm-hmm. Play for the ladies.
Play for the ladies.
And I noticed on my internet, when I had my internet show, there's a site on there called Page Management. And in this page management will tell you how many people are watching your show, how many people are women, the age bracket, everything.
Right.
So I noticed 3 weeks into my show that 70% of my crowd is women.
Right.
I had to change my whole music format of who I'm playing for.
Right.
You can't be on there playing, bitch, motherfucker, I'll kill you ass bitch.
Yeah.
You damn bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you, hoe.
You got to go back to the Tony, Raphael Sadiq.
So you have to, and DJs have to think like that. In the movie, Straight Outta Compton, Alonzo was talking to Dre saying, hey, I want the crowd to focus on pussy, not pistols.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
We don't need them even thinking about pistols
right.
in here.
So your format has to, if you want them to be riled up, play about 6 gangster songs in a row.
Yeah.
At the wrong party and watch it explode.
It will go down.
Watch it explode.
Right.
I'm playing one night, my very first night, I'm playing at, I'm not going to say the name of the club that I'm playing at, but I'm playing there, and I throw on my West Coast old school set. Mm-hmm. By the 4th song, I put on Badass and Snoop Dogg. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about me. Right. Next thing you know, a fight breaks out. They're fighting down the street. They're shooting, and all over songs.
Right.
So you have to be able to control the crowd. You can make the crowd do whatever you want them to do.
Right.
I can put 5 songs together, and with the wrong crowd, it will start a riot.
Right.
These songs can do that. That's the
Yeah.
power of the DJ. The DJ controls everything.
Yeah, like, fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down for my
You
niggas.
play about 4 or
Fuck
5 of
other
them.
niggas, cause I'm down
Right.
for my niggas.
Right. So you play about 4 or 5 of them. I call it fight music.
Fight music. MOP.
You know, just so much. Hey, we were DJing in Aruba, and we got the crowd so hyped. Fred's on the mic. I'm on the tables. It's a packed house. I throw on the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins.
All about the Benjamins.
The whole
What?
crowd goes crazy. These 2 guys from New York. Now, mind you, I don't like to have people on stage with me, but it was so cracking. People are on stage partying with me, and these 2 guys just took their bottle of champagne and popped the bottle, and it just came all on me. Just the whole everything. Yeah, you might as well did this on me.
Yeah, you some rock star shit right there, Lee.
The thing it went across the turntable.
Ooh.
I said, man, grab my shit. I said, man, I'm out of here. They boo. They were boom. Oh man, it was serious.
Wow.
Serious business. It's serious out here. You know,
Goes
people
down.
Hey, you know, I try to tell DJs all the time, you have not DJ'd until you go do these big events.
Yeah.
You can be good in LA.
Yeah.
But you really want to test your skills? Go play at some of those Essence festivals.
Yeah, Cancun weekend.
Yeah, Aruba.
Yeah.
Where it's not you're not the same old. You have to
Yeah.
really DJ.
Yeah.
And you gotta really have to be on your P's and
You
Q's.
gotta know the people,
Oh,
man.
Well, you know what? You don't know. How do you know?
You gotta, hey,
How
man.
do you know?
You gotta figure that shit out real quick.
Yeah, real quick. You're from LA, and everybody's from everywhere.
Yeah. Philly,
And you
DC,
and you have to figure out how to
St.
make
Louis.
everybody happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you have to do a lot of homework, a lot of question asking, a lot talking to people. One of the things I used to do was I used to go around the beach and be like, "Oh, you from Chicago? You give me your top 5 songs,
Yeah.
and I'll let you in the club for free."
Oh shit. Okay.
So if I do that for Chicago, Atlanta, New York, DC,
It's cracking.
Philly, so I got all the hot shit that they're playing in there. So I'm
And
putting
some
these
is
up.
crisscross too, right?
Right.
Where it like overlaps.
Right, they overlaps, right.
Yeah.
So I'm playing stuff and people are going crazy. And they're like, man, how do you know this? I'm like, I really don't. But I got my guy and he's from DC and he throws all the parties.
Yeah.
My man Steve Mathis, and he was like, Lee, you put this song on and you will be the man. And
Yeah.
you know what song that was?
What?
Let Me Clear My Throat.
Let me clear my throat.
I had never heard it.
Wow.
Didn't know nothing about it. He came to me and said, Lee, man, you my man. You put this song on, you'll be the man out here. Sure enough.
And it worked, huh?
Man. So you have to be able to communicate with people. You got to be able to talk. You know, it's just one of those things where you got to do your work at the end of the day.
Okay, Lee, we're running out of time. Why don't you do this for me, man? If I'm going to just, let's just say a top 5 or a 5, maybe not top 5, but what are them go-to jams that always work, Lee?
Depending on the crowd.
Well,
Okay.
do your best.
All right. Okay. Top 5 songs that I can play at any time. Before I Let Go. That got to be number 1.
Before I Let Go?
Before I Let Go. Don't matter where I'm at. Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Oh, don't matter.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Blow the Whistle.
Blow the Whistle by Too Short.
Blow the Whistle by Too Short. I think I've been playing that song consistently since it came out.
Man, nonstop, huh?
No
matter what kind of
no
party.
matter where it is, that song is at least 11 years old.
Yeah.
11, 12.
At least, right.
At least 11, 12 years old. Knee Deep.
Oh, Knee Deep.
Knee Deep.
Not just needy.
It's just that. I remember playing that for a party for Magic and threw it in. He ran up and grabbed the mic and told me to stop. We wasn't ready.
Oh.
We wasn't ready. Start it over. You threw that in on us. We wasn't ready for that.
I didn't have my drink yet.
Right. I wasn't ready. So, I mean, it's been incredible.
Okay, give me two
all
more.
I can say
Give
is
me
it's
two
been
more.
an incredible DJ run.
Man,
So,
you are incredible, man.
you know.
I'm here to say it. What else you got? Two more.
Lately, it's been Candy.
Candy? What's Candy?
By Cameo.
Oh.
I think that song got
just like Candy.
I think that song got caught up in that movie where everybody was electric sliding, and it kind of took over. But and then in the club.
Oh, in the club?
You can always throw that on.
Yeah, you can always throw that on.
Club,
huh? Yeah. Wow, man, that's some great stuff, bro. This is like, man, if I have to say who I am, man, I'm a party animal, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is what it's all about, bro.
Right.
It's having a good time, being with people that's cool, having, listening to great music. Also, I'm a bass fiend, man. So I like that heavy bass that you can only get in the club.
Right.
So, you think I'm at the club because I'm trying to do this or that. Nah, man, I like that bass, man.
Right.
I'll go stand right by that speaker, man, and just wait for some 808s to kick through, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just doing the whole club thing is it, I kind of got into it because I like being out and, just being around it, the music part from, learning music from my mom and all that stuff. Rest in peace to her. And just, at the end of the day, man, it's just music, loving music.
Dang,
loving
man.
music.
Dang. Okay, Lee. Well, look, man, tell everybody about your package that you're offering right now.
So what I do is I have my shirt here, and it's on the front of it. It's Oak Bay Apparel came up with the design, California's finest. You have people say, "Oh, LA's best, New York's best." I'm California's finest.
Hey, man. Hey, I gotta own it.
We're a whole nother brand of that.
Yeah.
So basically, it's California's finest. It comes with the shirt, and it comes with 11 hours of music from this era. 11 hours of music from this era, and it's $50. And if you want to get it, you can cash tag LA Club Scene 1985 to 2010.
Okay.
That's LA Club Scene 1985 to 2010.
Okay, that's the Cash App.
That's the Cash App.
Dope.
Or you can connect with me at DJ General Lee on my website, djgenerallee.com, or DJ General Lee on my fan page. Or you can go to my LA Club Scene. I have a bunch of different ones, but if you just put in DJ General Lee, you can find everything right there.
You can find it, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, look, guys, we are sitting with royalty right here. I'm very privileged to have Mr. DJ General Lee back again. As you can see, we could go on for hours with this shit because we lived it, baby.
Right.
We lived it.
Hey, I want to give a couple of shout outs real quick
Okay.
before I get out. I want to give a shout out to my man Ron G.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. Wrong name. Ron C.
Not G. C.
Ron C. Ron C. I don't know how I got that wrong. Sorry about that, Ron. Brad Rush and Ricky Waters. Those are the three hardest working DJs on the internet. Those guys steadily stay on it. DJ DeVoe and Viciously, those guys stay on the internet.
Vicious. I got to get him too.
Constantly, they stay on the internet, keeping the music alive for people during all this time. So shout out to them for keeping it going. And LA, man, we still doing our thing out here. We just at a different time right now to where we have to do it virtual. So get ready for my Thanksgiving virtual party and Christmas virtual party and New Year's Eve virtual party.
Don't play with it.
Yeah, so.
All right, party people, man. Shouts out to all the DJs out there. DeVoe, Damu, Tony T, Vicious, Mike T, all y'all guys, man. Thanks, Poetess, man. We enjoyed having another beautiful, cold fall night. Yes, fall. All right, man. Fuck Donald Trump to the place to be.
Fuck Donald
and
Trump.
I'm at King Mike Boogie. Yeah,
fuck Donald Trump.
We follow you, man. All right, we out of here. Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey, oh man, I love that loveliness right there.